Hey, look what I got. I am excited to have this figure. This is the Legendary Barbarian, and this figure was the Traveling Con exclusive last year. I wanted this figure, and I was waiting for him to go on sale, and he went on sale at the end of the year, and I missed it. Now, that's my fault. He was on sale for 17 minutes. He was available, and I forgot. I usually will set an alarm when there's something on sale that I want, and I forgot. And that was my fault, not the Four Horsemen. So that was disappointing, but I couldn't blame anybody. But the last in stock sale that they had, I wanted another Revenant figure, and I was able to get one. But I realized that I had the parts to really make up both the Warrior and the Revenant from an extra Xylarian Guard that I got. So I never opened the extra Revenant I got. And somebody put this up and asked if anyone was willing to trade for a Revenant. And I did it. I traded for him. I got this. So I knew holding on to that would pay off. I ended up getting a figure I really, really wanted. That guy got a figure he really, really wanted. Win-win for everybody. And I'm babbling on. Let's just get this guy opened up and let's take a closer look at him. And here is the Legendary Barbarian straight out of package, nothing added on. You can see that he really does need some add-ons to make him impressive. Right away, what's noticeable as you see him spinning around here is those gaping holes in the top of his helmet. Definitely needs some horns, which he does come with. He's got the horns. He's got a lot of accessories here to build him out. He's got those two horns here. So we can add those on and see what he looks like. He's got an extra head, which kind of looks funny out of package. It's right here, no hair, but he comes with 3 different hairs that you can put on him. So he's got a blonde, a black, and a brownish red that you can put on that head. All of them are interchangeable, and they can just kind of sit right on there. So you can change the look. 1 head, 3 hairs, which I think is pretty cool. There, he's got an array of weapons. Well, maybe not an array. He's got an axe. He's got a sword. And he's got a shield. I put the C clip on it, but it also has an L bracket to hold with his hand if you prefer that. He's got 2 shoulder pauldrons. He's got another strap to go around his chest. And he's got an array of hands. He's got fist hands. He's got grabbing hands. He's got other grippy hands with, these would be the vertical hinges on there. He's got these kind of spell casting hands. So, and then he's got the left and right of all of those different hands. Now, looking at the figure here, he already comes with this which is the newer shoulder strap. I think this one is really cool. I like that on the figures. A lot of the gladiators all of the gladiators, I think, came with this strap. I think it may have been introduced on him, which is really cool. And I think it's also was on the Rising Sun figures. A lot of them had it, or Atlas had it, if I'm remembering correctly. He's got some nice soft goods underneath the waist armor there, which I think is really cool. That's a nice touch. It just kind of shows, that you would have that kind of fabric under the metal there. He has the legs with the boots on them, the boot cut, which is cool. Also, he comes with some wrist guards already on his wrist. Those can be taken off, and there is one other accessory in there. We have these chain cuffs that can go around the wrist, and there's one for the leg. We did see those came with Frankenstein, I believe, for the Figura Obscura. And I think that covers all of the accessories. So let's get him decked out with this head first, and we'll take another look at him. All right, I got his horns on his helmet. axe in hand and shield. I kind of mixed up his hands a little bit, put the one with the vertical hinge on there and one of his gripping hands. Put the chain on there, make it look like he just got out of, broke out of his dungeon cell, and added those shoulder pauldrons on and that second strap. This guy you can deck out. Really, really awesome look here. And there's so many different looks you can give this guy. So let's mix him up again. I'm just going to keep mixing this guy up. I got 3 different hairstyles that we can do in a different face. So yeah, let's look at some different head configurations here. Okay, here he is, a blonde-haired barbarian, kind of giving some He-Man vibes there with his sword and his shield and his blonde hair. A much more harsh He-Man than we would normally see portrayed there, but he's got his battle axe, his power sword, his shield. So that's really cool. If you don't have an Atamon in your collection, you're collecting the Motu tributes, this is one that could be in your collection. Now, I think you could make him look a little bit more like He-Man by mixing them up a little bit. I kind of thought of some things as I was just hitting record on here. So I'm going to mix them up a little bit here and show you kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, so what I did here, popped off the shoulder pauldrons, took off the second strap and switched it over the other shoulder so it crosses. And there you go. He's raising his sword aloft. I'll kind of, that's going the wrong direction. Want to go out. Try to get the whole thing in there. I mean, it's not that important, but you can see the sword up there holding it up. So that's kind of a He-Man look that you can get there with the yellow hair or the blonde hair there. So that's cool, but let's look at some other hair and other looks we can get. All right, here he is with his brown hair. This could be kind of a Conan look for him. I put the shoulder pauldrons back on, got the sword sheath behind him. Now, something he doesn't have is any kind of waist sheath for weapons here to hold anything in. But since he's only got his axe and his sword, he does have the ability to either hold both of them, even if he has the sword or the shield, he can C-clip to his arm and hold both weapons, or he can store one on his back while holding the other there. So you can see that he can hold both of them. This is kind of the standard look there, I think, with the shoulder pauldrons. It's really depending on what head you want, whether you want the helmeted head, which we have seen before, or if you want this head with one of the hair colors on it. So the last hair color we have is the black one. I'm going to put that on so we can take a look at that. Okay, here he is with the black hair on. I do like this look. I think that this will be the way I go. I like the crossing bands across the chest rather than them going in the same direction. I think this is the look I'm going to go with him. I might put the brown hair back on him. I think it just kind of aesthetically all goes together better. I like the chains on the wrist. I think that that's what I'm going to go with for him as well. But yeah, I think this is a fantastic figure. He goes with the legendary warrior, the female figure that I looked at a little while ago that I picked up at the Pacific Northwest Legion meetup. So I'm really glad to have this one in my collection. And I think maybe I will bring them, I have 2 of them, bring them together and we'll take a look at how these kind of fit together as a little grouping. I don't know what they have in store for us as far as legendary characters go, but I wouldn't mind seeing more of these come together. Okay, here he is with the legendary warriors. Given this scenario, I don't know what he has to be so surly about, but there you have it. Him sitting down, got 2 legendary warriors, 1 on each side. I think this makes for a great little set. I really wish that we could have had those redheads there. Man, they would have made a great addition. But yeah, I just wanted to show this Piggledy diorama that I have with these legendary warriors and the legendary barbarian. I am excited to have this figure and these figures in my collection. So there you go. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch my review, and I hope that you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.